We got to also, figure out, and learn from him as well because he's such a great, unbelievable talent. And, we need to be able to play with him just as much as he needs to play with us, offensively, defensively, and all facets of the ball. So every day, every game, every practice, every shoot around, every film session, we got to continue to get better and better and integrating our new parts. But he's definitely priority number one.
I think Luka needs to be the guy that controls the offense.
When LCA Doncic was traded to the Los Angeles Lakers, everyone expected a historic pairing of two superstars. But now, with two top playmakers on the court together, a new question has come up. Who actually runs the Lakers' offense? Head coach JJ Redick quickly said that Luka should be in charge, but does that mean taking control away from LeBron James, one of the most dominant players ever? After all, LeBron doesn't just give up control. Fans and analysts are now debating, is this LeBron passing the torch, or is there a power struggle happening? The debate isn't just happening on the court, it's taking over the internet, from Twitter, or X, to sports forums. Fans are divided into two sides, Team Luka, who think LeBron is holding Luka back, and Team LeBron, who believe LeBron is helping Luka adjust to the Lakers system. Some fans argue Luka's slow start isn't because LeBron is controlling the ball, but because Luka isn't in his best form yet. One fan defended LeBron, saying Luka shot 5-for-18 with 6 turnovers, and that LeBron is just keeping the team going while Luka gets back to his rhythm. Luka himself has admitted the chemistry is still developing. Even LeBron has said that Luka is the Lakers' main focus, and he's not trying to take over, he's just trying to help Luka settle in.
That's one for you. What's important as you move forward here now, reintegrating Luka starting in the next game?
It's not just next game. It's going to be a process for us for the rest of the season, obviously, as we continue to learn, what we want to do offensively, defensively, our system, our calls, our cadence. And then we got to also, figure out, and learn from him as well because he's such a great, unbelievable talent. And, we need to be able to play with him just as much as he needs to play with us, offensively, defensively, and all facets of the ball. So every day, every game, every practice, every shoot around, every film session, we got to continue to get better and better and integrating our new parts. But he's definitely priority number one.
According to Team LeBron, there's no controversy or power struggle, just one superstar helping the other get comfortable. But on the other side, some fans don't buy that explanation. They believe LeBron is holding Luka back, forcing him into a role player's position instead of letting him run the offense like he did in Dallas. These fans argue that LeBron's control over the ball is limiting Luka's potential. However, one fan pointed out that LeBron has actually been taking a step back more than people realize. They shared stats showing that Luka has had more ball time than LeBron this season. Despite not having as much control over the ball as he usually does, Luka is still producing at a high level. The fans' point is that Luka is adapting to LeBron's system, rather than having LeBron adapt to his style. That said, the fan also sees some positive moments, where Luka and LeBron's chemistry is improving in certain situations.
To fit out with this team. Yeah, like I said before, it's special. I have to say something like that. Just feels amazing giving after that speech. It was chills, so I was just happy.
Even Luka himself acknowledged LeBron's respectful gesture when he let him be introduced last in the Lakers' starting lineup, which is usually reserved for the team's biggest star. Luka shared his thoughts on the moment, saying, "He texted me in the morning and said, 'Whatever you want,' and I said, for him to text me that, it was just amazing. It shows what kind of person he is, and he let me have my moment. I really appreciate it." So, is LeBron really holding Luka back, or is this just the natural growing pains of two ball-dominant superstars learning to work together? What we're seeing isn't just about Luka or LeBron, it's about power, who controls the pace, makes the big decisions in crunch time, and takes the final shot. Right now, it's still up for debate, but one thing's for sure. This conversation isn't going away anytime soon. LeBron James has built a career as one of the greatest playmakers in NBA history. His ability to control the offense, set the pace, and dictate every possession has made him the focal point of every team he's played for. But with Luka now on the team, the question is, can LeBron step back, or will history repeat itself? Let's be honest. LeBron hasn't shared the offense in nearly 2 decades. He's always been the one with the ball, making the final decisions, and everything runs through him. And that's worked. He's a four-time NBA champion and one of the most dominant players the game has ever seen. But now, some fans believe LeBron's dominance might be holding Luka back. They compare Luka's situation to what happened with Kevin Love in Cleveland and Chris Bosh in Miami. Two stars who had to sacrifice their game to fit into LeBron's system. One fan didn't hold back, saying that Luka is being turned into a glorified role player, much like Kevin Love was in Cleveland. Some fans argue that the current situation will only lead to more losses and frustration. One fan criticized LeBron's offensive approach, claiming that he's still treating the Lakers' offense as if it belongs to him, instead of letting Luka run the show like he did in Dallas. This fan expressed being tired of watching LeBron dominate the ball, saying he's treating the offense like his personal playground, not allowing Luka to take charge. The frustration is clear, with some fans believing LeBron is holding back Luka's greatness by forcing him into an off-ball role that doesn't suit his game. Another fan echoed this sentiment, warning that we may never see the same Luka from Dallas if LeBron continues to control the possessions, limiting Luka's potential. Then there's the harshest take of all, where one fan brutally said that even at 40 years old, LeBron still forces elite players into secondary roles, reducing them to role players. But is that really the case? While the criticism is loud, some stats suggest a different story. One fan broke down the numbers from a recent game and found that LeBron wasn't even the primary ball handler. In fact, Luka had the ball more than anyone else. This breakdown suggests that LeBron has actually taken a step back, allowing Luka to handle the ball more than many realize. Another fan added even more context, pointing out that Luka's usage rate is actually higher than LeBron's was in his prime. That's a huge difference. While it might seem like LeBron is controlling everything, Luka is actually leading in usage rate, meaning LeBron isn't hogging the ball as much as some might think. However, LeBron's presence still influences how the Lakers play. So, what's the real issue? It's not just about who has the ball more, but whether Luka can truly play his own game or if he's being used as a high-usage piece in LeBron's system. The bigger question is whether LeBron actually elevates his teammates. It's not just about who brings the ball up. It's about whether LeBron makes Luka better or forces him into a role that limits his impact. If history has taught us anything, it's that LeBron's co-stars often have to adjust to his system, not the other way around. Kevin Love had to sacrifice his post-game to become a spot-up shooter, and Chris Bosh had to change his entire playstyle to fit alongside LeBron. So, is Luka next? Will he still be the player we saw in Dallas, controlling possessions and running the show, or will he become another star forced to fit into LeBron's world? The Lakers are running out of time to figure this out, but one question remains. Is LeBron willing to step aside, or is it still the King's way or no way? For years, we've heard that LeBron makes everyone around him better, but is that true, or is it just a media-driven myth? Playing alongside LeBron doesn't always mean you'll thrive, it often means you'll have to adjust. The question now is whether Luka Doncic will be the next superstar who has to sacrifice his game to fit into. Let's be clear, LeBron James is a generational talent. His vision, playmaking, and ability to control the game are unmatched. But the cost of playing next to him is that you don't get to play your game, you play LeBron's game. If you're a role player who thrives off open threes and easy cuts, that's great, LeBron will set you up. But if you're a star who needs the ball in your hands to be at your best, you're in trouble. Sharing the floor with LeBron doesn't mean he'll adjust to you. It means you'll have to adjust to him. Luka's never been the type of player to adjust to anyone. This isn't just speculation, it's happened before. During the Miami Heat era, Dwayne Wade, a Finals MVP and one of the best guards of his generation, had to take a backseat as the primary option. Chris Bosh, once a dominant post player, became a stretch big who barely touched the ball. In Cleveland, Kevin Love, a 26-point, 13-rebound monster in Minnesota, was reduced to a spot-up shooter, and his impact was never the same. Kyrie Irving eventually wanted out because there was no way he could be the guy while playing next to LeBron. The young talent on the Los Angeles Lakers has also struggled to develop alongside LeBron. The moment they left, they flourished in different roles in other cities, looking better without standing in LeBron's shadow. Now Luka Doncic is next in line. Will he be overshadowed, or will he break the cycle? Luka isn't just another player. He's one of the most dominant offensive forces of this generation. He's not a shooter waiting in the corner, nor is he a big man who can be turned into a floor spacer. He's not someone who thrives on secondary touches. He is the system. But in LA, that system isn't just his. Luka now has to figure out how to coexist with a superstar who has never willingly given up control of the game.